Let's talk about working with Excel and some of the basics. So when you open up an Excel workbook, you will see numerous sheets. Usually it starts with 3, but you can always add more by clicking the plus sign. Once you click the plus sign, you can right-click on this and you can rename. You can right-click and change the color of the tab to something new. To another color. You'll also notice that you can grab hold of any of these and click and drag and move them into another location. Your worksheet within your workbook is arranged by columns, which are indicated by the letters, and rows, which are the numbers. I'm going to pop out here to some practice cells so that we can take a look at how to add rows and columns. So to add a row or a column, the easiest thing is to click on a number or a letter, right-click, and then go to Insert. And the new column will insert to the right or to the left of the other one, in front of the other one. I can right-click on the row and insert, and it will again go in front of, or in this case, on top. And here's the new information. When you are typing in information, if you hit the Tab key, you will go horizontally. If you hit the Enter key, you will go vertically, and it will return to underneath the cell that you started with. So again, if I'm entering data and I want to go horizontally, I'll use the Tab. And then when I want to go down to the next row, I hit the Enter, and you'll notice it will go right below the first one that I started with. Another thing that you want to do when you first open up Excel is to pay attention to your options. So underneath File, you're going to see Options, very last item, and you want to go through each one of these and put check marks in the things that you like and adjust the things that you don't like to work. So pay attention to all of these different items and again read them through and set Excel the way you like to work. Another thing that's really important is your quick access toolbar. Now we get confused sometimes when we have all of these different tabs on the new ribbon, and let's say that you always forget where your margins are. Well, you can simply right-click on margins and say Add to the Quick Access Toolbar, and so it will be up here for you to easily access. Now, one of the things I like to do is move this Quick Access Toolbar by clicking the down arrow to the right of it and say Show Below the Ribbon, so that my Quick Access Toolbar is a little more easily accessed. And anything I don't want in here, I can right-click and remove from the Quick Access Toolbar. So I would suggest that you go through each of your tabs here, find the items that you are always hunting around for or you want to use all the time, and if it's the sort, for example, just right-click on it and add it to the Quick Access Toolbar, and it's here. Now you can drag and drop and move these things in different order as well by clicking on More Commands, and it will bring this up, and then you can move these up and down in the Quick Access Toolbar. You can even find more commands here, and you can even say all commands, not just the ones that are in the ribbon, and find even more commands that are possible to put on the Quick Access. Okay, let's talk a little bit about entering data. Again, you can, Excel can remember formulas and patterns. So if I want this to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can just type the 1 and the 2 and highlight them and then grab hold of this little fill, this down arrow in the lower right, and it will autofill. This will work even for, say, days of the month. And again, I highlight both of them, so I pick up the pattern and click and drag, and it remembers that pattern. I can count by threes. Again, click and drag over the pattern, not just the last one, and grab that lower handle, and it will fill down. Another really cool thing, too, is that you can use the new flash fill. Let's say that this name I want cut apart by first name and last name in separate cells. So I can just start typing in Karen and then Mick, and look at it says, do you want me to fill this in? It's giving a preview. If so, hit the enter key and it will fill all of these first names in. And then I could do the same thing with the last names. But I do have to be right adjacent to the column that I want to cut apart. So I would have to insert a new column, and then I can always move these columns in a different way. So I can insert, and then now I'm going to start with the last name, Smith, Jones, and hit the enter key, and it will fill that in for me. One last thing that you'll probably want to use is the paste special command. So if I'm pasting things in Excel, you'll notice that if I click on this 583, this is actually a formula. And if I want to paste this number rather than the formula, I need to use the paste special command. So I'm going to go on my home tab and I'm going to copy this, Control C, Control V. Then under paste, I would paste the value rather than the formula. But I can also paste the formula. I can keep just the borders. I can say no borders. I can do all different kinds of paste special situations. So paste special instead of just a regular paste is important in Excel in particular, because you may want this formatting to copy, you might not want the formatting, you might want it to be the formula, or you might want it to be the value only. So that gets you started with a few basics, and we'll move on to the next.